I am really, really at the end of my rope with her, Eric. She doesn't listen to me. Brooke won't back off. All she wants to do is rip up my family.
Do you think she can do that, Taylor?
No, I know that Ridge is committed to us.
Then why are you so upset?
Because we shouldn't be having to go through this, Eric. Ridge and I are married. We have 3 children. We don't need this constant aggravation from Brooke. I mean, just because she feels like she's messed up her whole life because she blew it with Thorne, she can't just try to undo it all by running back to Ridge. That is exactly what she's done. She's gone right back to where she left off, except this time it's worse. She really believes that the whole reason her marriage with Thorne failed is because it's fate and it's destiny telling her that she's supposed to be with Ridge. I know that Ridge said he's going to handle it, but honestly, he shouldn't have to do that, and neither should I. Should I? Should I have to do that?
No, Taylor, you shouldn't. And I'm very, very sorry you're having to put up with this.
No,
I really am.
don't apologize. I'm the one standing in your office venting. I know you probably don't want to hear any of this. Brooke is the mother of 2 of your children.
Well, it's not exactly that connection I'm thinking about right now.
Why? What is it? Something else bothering you?
Yes, it is. I had a confrontation with somebody that I haven't seen for a very long time. I mean, I hoped I would never see again. Massimo Moroni.
It's so great to see you, to talk to you after such a long time.
I just wish we had something a little more pleasant to talk about.
Believe me, so do I. When I went away on vacation with Pam, I thought Brooke was gone out of my life.
But she's not gone.
No, I know it. I know. And now she's after Ridge again and Taylor. Taylor, who's had to put up with this so many times. I mean, it's just not fair.
It's a tragedy.
It will be. It will be if Brooke has her way.
Well, Ridge has not betrayed his family, but it's obvious that Brooke's interference has taken a toll.
Oh, it has, yes.
Especially on you and Taylor.
Just when I thought there were no more Forrester men for her to seduce, she starts all over again.
Disgusting.
No, it's destructive is what it is. She's like some kind of a shark, you know, but instead of killing people, she just destroys their spirit, their hope, their faith, their relationships. She destroys their marriages.
Well, she is not going to destroy you.
No, almost, but not quite. I wouldn't die. I got my husband and my faith back. And I just hope Taylor can hang on to hers.
I'm sorry, honey. I must have misunderstood you or something. Did you say you want to have another baby?
Sure. Why not?
Oh, I don't know. I thought that you had said that you wanted to wait until, you finish school.
Well, yeah, but, I was thinking about it. And Eric is 2.5 years old, and we always said how we wanted to give him a sibling who's close to his age.
Oh, like you and me.
Yeah.
Oh, Rick, I don't know. I'm just the thought of being pregnant again.
Yeah, look, I mean, I don't want to butt in here, right? But you guys are just so young. I mean, man, you got so much time.
Yeah, but it's not like they don't have the experience.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I really think that this would help solidify the family. Stephanie loves having babies around, and Mom and Dad would just love having another grandkid.
I know, I'd love to have another niece or nephew. Another baby, then. Well...
I know. I'm sorry. I know we should have discussed this, but, I just can't help but think that this is probably the perfect time to have another child.
I think there's ever the perfect time to have a baby.
Well, yeah, but if there was, now would be the time.
You're still in college. And we're still living at your dad's guest house, you know? We're not exactly established.
What, do you want to get our own place?
Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that I don't want to have another baby. I think that we should take some time with this. You know, this is a big decision.
Hey, man, come on, listen, have a little fun, right? Why rush into this?
Wait, well, who's rushing into anything? Even if we were to get pregnant now, the baby wouldn't be born for 9 months.
Rick, I know that you're excited about this, okay? But I don't think this is the right place to have this discussion, so can we please talk about it at home?
Amber, we're all family here. It's okay. You don't have to be embarrassed.
I am not embarrassed. I just don't think it's appropriate.
I kind of think it's a good idea. Who knows? Maybe you'll start a trend.
Stephanie, tell me something. Do you think Ridge is vulnerable to Brooke?
Yes, I do.
Huh.
I think everyone is. I mean, that's how she's remained in the family for so long. You let your guard down for one split second and she's right back in.
It's unbelievable. I never thought this battle would go on this long.
Oh, my God, neither did I. When Taylor and Ridge got married, I thought it was over. And then she went after my baby, Thorne. When that didn't work out, I said to myself, okay, finally, what is there left for her to do?
That's a pretty scary thought for you, isn't it?
It is, Moss. You know why? Because I don't know if I have it in me to continue this battle. I want to protect Taylor. I want to protect her marriage with Ridge, but I've been at it for so long, I don't know if I have any strength left in me to fight this.
Stephanie, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. You know, it just breaks my heart to see you suffer this way. I mean, confrontations, crisis after crisis.
You make it sound as though I've had a terrible life. I haven't. I have a wonderful family and a wonderful husband. And the business is a big success.
But where is the joy? Stephanie Douglas. Where's the laughter I remember in our childhood? Our summers in Wisconsin, sailing on Lake Geneva. My God, Stephanie, we had the world in our hands. Do you remember? It was, I don't know, it was filled with poetry, magic, beauty. What happened to that girl?
She grew up.
Oh, no. You still had it when you were a teenager. That's what my mother loved about you, your optimism, your enthusiasm. You know, well, my family always hoped that you and I would marry each other. And then, when we both decided to go to Northwestern together, I thought perhaps their hopes would be realized. But then, you met Eric. Everything changed after that.
I fell in love, Moss. I got pregnant.
Oh, come on. Stephanie, you committed yourself to a man you barely knew. No, all right, fine. I respect the decision that you made, and you felt that it was the right sacrifice to make. But when does this sacrifice end? You know, perhaps you're tired because you've already given up too much.
You and Deacon have been talking about having kids?
No, come on, we just got married. I'll keep this little girl all to myself for a while.
Oh, I cannot argue with that one.
But you've thought about it? I mean, having kids?
Yeah, sure. I can't imagine anything more wonderful than giving Deacon a child.
Another child. Little D is biologically my son.
Little Eric.
Oh, gosh, right. Little Eric.
You know, it's kind of strange. If we did have a baby, he wouldn't really be little Eric's cousin. He'd be his half-brother.
See? See, the whole thing is just too confusing to get into over lunch.
I guess you're right.
Rick, is that Rob and Kathy from Aspen?
Wow, it is.
I haven't seen them in years.
I thought they lived in New York.
Yeah, we should go say hi.
All right, okay, do you mind?
No, go.
No, it's good. Go, we'll hold down the fort here.
Okay, why don't you order dessert and we'll be right back.
Good idea.
I've given up too much?
You've made enormous sacrifices for your children, for your family, but especially for Eric.
Oh, I don't consider taking care of my family a sacrifice.
Oh? What do you call it? Giving up your aspirations, your dreams. You turned your life over to Eric. My God, Stephanie, you gave the man money to start his company. And you gave up your relationship to me.
Moss, I fell in love with Eric. I got pregnant. Marriage was the thing to do.
I would have taken care of you.
Says the man who thinks I sacrifice too much. I would never have hurt you, you know that. All the time that we had together, when we were children, we were in college, all of that's wonderful memories and wonderful happy moments. Some of the happiest moments in my life. But I'll tell you a little secret. Nothing compares to the joy of your first child. And the day that Ridge was born, Moss, I knew I'd made the right decision.
Look, I am not arguing about your decision. You're a woman of integrity, and I admire your commitment and courage, but I've also seen you suffer year in and year out because of your husband's mistakes.
Eric has been very good to me.
When he wasn't marrying other women.
Moss, I love him and he loves me. The things that we've had in the past, we've worked out. And it is in the past. And don't give me that look. Come on now. I've seen all those pictures of you in the European press, all those little girls running around in bikinis on that big yacht of yours.
What?
Whatever happened to that princess from that little tiny country in the middle of nowhere?
I haven't been married for a long time, Stephanie. I've been single for a long while now.
But you've had a good life.
And it would have been a hell of a lot more fulfilling if I had been able to share it with you. Well, no, instead, what do? I have to go traveling all over the world. You are stuck here in Los Angeles. Your children are grown. You're free to live the life however you choose, but you aren't. You are still dealing with Brooke Logan. Because your husband is not capable enough to handle her himself.
You think Massimo's in love with Stephanie?
That's the impression I got, yeah.
You think that's why he's back in L.A.?
I don't know why he's here. I mean, he says he's here on business, but that could easily be some kind of a smokescreen.
But he's up to something?
He's always up to something. The question is, does it involve Stephanie or not?
Has he contacted her yet?
I told him she was out of town.
But she's back now.
Hopefully he doesn't know that. Taylor, he's in big trouble. I just hope nobody in my family ever has to see this man again. Excuse me. Megan, yeah. What? When? Where is... All right, no, don't call security, not yet. I'll take care of this.
What is going on?
Massimo Moroni. He's here, he's in the building. Damn it!
What are you doing? You can't have a baby now. Amber, if you and Rick have a kid, it is going to change everything for everyone.
No. I know. But we already have a kid.
Hey, it's time for a little reality check here, all right?
He's my son. He's my boy. And you and Rick, you two can't give him a brother and a sister. Only I can. He's my flesh and blood.
Okay, so they wouldn't have the same genes, but Rick's a good father.
Are you actually seriously considering this?
I don't know what to think.
Amber, getting pregnant is not gonna make your problems go away. Having a baby, it's not gonna negate the feelings that we have for each other.
I can't even think about that right now.
Look, we don't have to give in to these feelings, but we can't ignore them. Baby, you and me are still totally attracted to each other.
But I love my husband.
And I love my wife. But I'll be damned if I'm gonna jump into fatherhood as some way of stabilizing my relationship.
You know, Eric is just about ready to have a sibling.
Are you ready? That's the question. Are you ready to make this lifelong commitment? Just think about it.
Rick Forrester's my husband, and he wants to have a baby with me. You know, there shouldn't be a problem with that.
There's nothing wrong with it. If you want to stay involved with Rick for the rest of your life. Baby, you're gonna be linked to this guy forever. Please don't do this. Don't rush into this.
Amber. Come here, I want to introduce you to somebody.
Please don't do this. Amber, this is the biggest decision of your life. I'm begging you, don't rush into this.
Forgive me, Stephanie, I must say this.
Moss, no.
No. Look, I'm sorry. I cannot remain silent any longer. I have watched Eric Forrester turn your life into a nightmare. You are no longer the light-hearted woman I used to know.
I thought we were talking about Brooke Logan.
Brooke is only a symptom. Your husband is a patriarch of this family. It is his duty to protect and care for you.
He does.
Then why is Brooke Logan still an issue for you? Why is she controlling your company?
Moss, this is such a complicated situation. I mean, there's only so much that Eric can do, but believe me, he's tried.
He failed. All right? He's made mistake after mistake after mistake since the day you two met. All right, fine. So perhaps it wasn't always his fault. But let me tell you something. It was his duty to make sure that it was corrected. But what did he do? Huh? He just left it all up to you.
Well, I have a responsibility for my family as well.
And you more than have fulfilled it. Stephanie, you've done everything you can to drive that woman out of your life. But she's still here. Why? Why? Because Eric has let you down. The power that Brooke Logan has, she got from Eric. He brought her into the company. He married her. He gave her 2 children until she tossed them aside. And yet, my God, you still treat him like he's God's gift to you. Well, let me tell you something, Stephanie. He is not a gift to you. He is an unrepentant bumbler who leaves you in crisis time and time again to pick up the pieces. Don't you see? He's no good for you. You deserve so much better.
All right, that's it.
Eric!
Oh, I told you to stay away from her.
Eric, what